Hey everybody, here in my kitchen again on a Sunday, and I had a few thoughts. I thought of beetroot, I thought of cabbage, onion, some meat, seasonings, and lots of drinking water. So you might be able to predict what's coming our way, and we're going to make some borscht. So let's see how well this goes, shall we? I think it might be an idea to try and boil these all of a piece because they're very hard. Up to now I'm lucky to have all my fingers and the kitchen knife. So I might actually try that. I have time today, so I might give that a go. Well, I suppose everybody in his babushka has got their own way of chopping up the beetroot. I know, these look familiar. They look rather like beetroot chips, which I believe is the latest hipster thing. I'm not a hipster, however. And the bit of beetroot I just showed you, which is hard as bloody wood, I've dumped it in here, and I'm going to give that an extra 30 minutes over the rest of these beetroot chips, I suppose you call them. Meantime, I'm going to hack a cabbage and an onion to death to give them company. Nearly forgot, I've had some well-seasoned meat stewing happily away for about the past 25 minutes. So that's, at some point, that's going to, again, give some company to the beetroot, cabbage and onions and whatever seasons I think would be a good idea. I've put the chips of beetroot into the water just as it comes to boil. Look at the colour of it, and the best I could do for a watch was as a Russian watch was this dial here. I don't know if it's, let's quickly do that. No, it's even close, is it? Yeah, it's a little bit, it's a couple of stops away, no more. So I thought, well, if I'm cooking borscht, I might as well use a Russian watch, mightn't I? And I have this one with the dial on it, of the right colour. And I'm going to do some even more controversial things in a moment. And if you thought the bit with the beetroot was controversial, wait till you see what I'm going to do with the cabbage. I'll add that to the meat. At this point, Babushka throws her hands up and says, "Hey, что делаешь, сынок?" But I just say, okay, Babushka, I'm cooking this today. You cook it your own way. I love you dearly, but I've got to do it this way because I'm a bit strapped for time today, to be honest with you. So we'll just keep adding that in. You don't need to see all of that. And then I've got to chop up an onion, like it's a victim of an axe murderer. A couple of extra points to add. I'm not getting an extra point from Babushka. I used just fresh drinking water for all of this, and I made sure that at least the insides of the saucepans were completely clean. Used about 200 grams of soda, gave them the old fizzy treatment. Yeah, it's boiling up quite well. All I've got to do now is in a bit I'm going to add the onion to the beetroot. Yes, more controversy. Hear it all hissing merrily away. And then I've got to let it reduce for a good half an hour, 40 minutes, so I can add it all together, because it's not two separate bits and bobs. It's a borscht. That's the idea anyway. Let's see how we get on with it. Whoa. Yeah, the other thing is I've had to wash my hands constantly to get the beetroot juice off. I mean, you've got two options basically. You either get somebody else to do the filming while you do the cooking, or if you're a sad git like me, you wash your hands all the time. It's as simple as that. So there we go. I've just tested the beetroot and cooled it down through an open window, and it's gradually starting to cook through. I think it probably needs about another 20 minutes, maybe 25. This is looking good as well. So we shall see what we shall see. Well, we're bubbling merrily away. The only thing is, I've managed to taste a bit of it, and it's very chunky. It's just a little bit bland still, even though I put quite a lot of spices and onion and stuff in it. So what I've done, I've added some of this stuff. It's Abkhazian ajika, which is a kind of a hot relish, and it seems to have done the trick. Goodness knows what Babushka would say. She'd probably give me a good hiding with a broom. And the other thing is that I didn't have a saucepan quite big enough to make the batch I had in mind. So I've got to go out for a couple of hours. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn the heat off and cover them so that they don't get even more bland. As like I say, I've put some of this hot relish in them, and I'll come back in a few hours and perhaps heat them up a little bit more, and then try and join them together for about 20-25 minutes to get some of the flavour going. So that's what I'll do, and I'll see you in a little while. It's been a few hours, I'm back from the cafe, got a little bit of caffeine shake, and you see the borscht coloured watch is keeping really nice time. As for the soup itself, let's focus in on that. Yeah, looking quite good. I've taken off some of the liquid and stored it because I don't want to waste it. So it's looking really soupy. Whether it's looking very borscht-y, well, it's just a matter for Babushka and her friends, but I think it looks quite nice. I'm going to serve this up in a minute. Don't worry, the inside of the saucepan is immaculate. It got a bit messy when it boiled over earlier on the outside. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And here's a completed item with a nice big dollop of sour cream in it, and on the side some traditional Russian ciabatta. Okay, it's what I could find in the shop yesterday. It was the best looking thing they had on the bread shelves. So I'm going to, as ever, I'm going to sort of have a go with this and come back to you with a wrap up. Let's see if we do this without dropping it on his foot. Very beetrooty, a bit cabbagey, meaty. It's a borscht, I suppose. I'm not sure what Babushka would make of it, but I'm sure she'd like it. Anyway, I hope you're all having a lovely Sunday, and enjoy the rest of your week. And I'll get back to you next time with something terrible. Okay, thanks. Ta-ta for now.